Could this end the conspiracies? The alleged suicide note of Jeffrey Epstein, apparently found by his cellmate. He claims he discovered it just weeks before Epstein was found dead in August 2019. It is a treat to be able to choose one's time to say goodbye, Epstein is alleged to have written. The note was released by a federal judge after a request from the New York Times, which reported last week that the note had been sealed as part of Epstein's cellmate's own criminal case, and that meant investigators scrutinizing Epstein's death lacked what could have been a key piece of evidence. Epstein's death was ruled a suicide by a New York coroner, but conspiracy theories have spread ever since, and the emergence of this new potential evidence shows how this story keeps churning up information and intrigue.
Secretary Luttnick,
such as in Washington yesterday, where yet another high-profile figure was asked to explain their relationship with Epstein. This time it was the turn of Howard Luttnick, the US Commerce Secretary. He was once Epstein's next-door neighbor in Manhattan, but in a podcast last year he said after visiting Epstein's house just once, he never saw him again.
My wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again. That's my story. A one and absolutely done.
Then just months after that interview, this, a photo from the newly released Epstein files showing Luttnick and his family on Epstein's Island in 2012. While Luttnick admitted his mistake, the House Oversight Committee still wanted to ask him about why he had misled the public. The hearing was held behind closed doors with a transcript to be released later, but Democrats have made up their mind.
Well, now we know why that interview was not videotaped. If Donald Trump had seen the video transcript, he would have fired Howard Luttnick. It was really embarrassing.
A Commerce Department spokesperson said Luttnick answered nearly 400 questions and explained that his encounters with Epstein did not constitute a relationship. But this story continues to cause a headache for the Trump administration.
The next document I want to show you.
Thomas Massie has been a key Republican campaigning for Epstein's victims and taking the Department of Justice to task.
Massie's a complete and total disaster as a congressman and, frankly, as a human being.
That's led to President Trump now endorsing Massie's opponent in the upcoming Republican primary in Kentucky. But the congressman is fighting back, speaking to Tucker Carlson on his podcast, saying those attacking him are part of an alleged cover-up.
The people who are funding the ballroom, the people who are funding the arch, the people who are funding the rebranding of the Kennedy Center, these are the people who are also funding my opponent. These are the people who have the ear of the president. These are the people who are dominating our foreign policy decisions. They're the billionaires. And these are also the same people who are in the Epstein files.
Massie provided no evidence, and so is he now just fueling yet more conspiracies? This upcoming primary is a test of whether Republicans believe Massie or Trump, and whether the president can continue to cement his grip on the party.